What's up guys, I'm Joe. Tonight I got another vinyl update video for you. I haven't done one of these vinyl collection videos in quite a little bit of time. I think the last one I did was the Ghost discography. So I figured I'd do a little video of some of the things I picked up over the course of probably the last 4 or 5 months, I guess. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. Here we have the new Arctic Monkeys album, Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino. You can check out my review if you missed it, as well as a ranking of the Arctic Monkeys albums, not including this one because I posted it before. Here's the back right here. I love the cool kind of retro sound of this album, and this actually, I pre-ordered it from the Monkeys website, and it came before it was out on streaming. So I kind of always wanted to do this and never really got the chance, but I wanted to hear an album first on vinyl before anything else, and I was able to do that with this one. And what was kind of cool about it is, you know, because some of these songs kind of flow right into each other, it just felt like one really big complete piece, which was pretty cool. Here's the gatefold. You have Turner here with this little model thing. As I said, this is the one I ordered off of the band's website. So it came with this pretty big lyric book here, which is pretty cool. It has these cool kind of transparent like pages with the lyrics on it. Here's the lyrics for Star Treatment over on the left. A very retro shot of the band here, playing into that kind of 70s aesthetic. This reminds me of the Eagles or something, which is cool. Again, the lyrics on some of these pages as well, and all the album credits and whatnot. Check out the album itself. This one comes on a silver grayish vinyl, which is pretty nice, and it sounds great. Again, that kind of retro vibe of the sound really plays well on vinyl. Up next, the new Ghost album, Pray Kel. I love the artwork here, and it's just, again, another thing that's great to have on record, because there is more room for this really cool artwork here. Here's the back, which has a really cool design as well. If you look through it, you see the different incarnations of Papa Emeritus, as well as Papa Zero in there. Pretty cool stuff. And it plays into that kind of medieval times, kind of dark and gloomy and hellfire type artwork. A nice shot of the band on the sleeve here. You have all the lyrics on the other side. And this one just comes on normal black, the one I got here. Up next, I couldn't resist Judas Priest Firepower, one of my favorite bands. Came out with this kick-ass album this year. It's a little long, so there are 2 records that come with this. Again, another one where like the artwork is so great, it's cool to have it in a bigger format. Here's the inner gatefold, which, you know, this is just so like 80s Priest looking, like Defenders of the Faith or something like that. I love the artwork. The sleeves, of course, have the album lyrics, and this one comes on black as well, but it is that heavyweight vinyl. And as far as sound goes, just sounds super heavy, which is great, and a lot of really good low end on here as far as the bass and drums go. Up next, I have the deluxe edition of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 soundtrack. The first one is probably my favorite Marvel movie, and I was totally floored by the music choices when I first saw the movie. Of course, you had heard Hooked on a Feeling in all the commercials, but I didn't know it was going to be this full soundtrack of these awesome classic songs. And I saw this pretty cheap in Best Buy, I think, so I had to grab it. Of course, I was Hooked on the Feeling. Go All the Way by Raspberries, fantastic song, kind of Boston sounding. You could tell Boston was probably influenced by them. Spirit in the Sky, Moon Age Daydream by David Bowie, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, some Jackson 5, all that. And the deluxe edition vinyl comes with the score for the film as well, which is really cool. And really, it was like 2 for the price of 1. It was very cheap. Here's some cool shots of concept art from the movie, it looks like. Very plain as far as the sleeves go, and just coming on some black vinyl. But just a fun soundtrack to throw on. Just really great songs all along. I do have Volume 2 on CD, and I'd like to probably grab it on vinyl as well. Up next, I have two Lucy Dacus albums, her two albums. And I got these as part of like a package online through her record label. It was Matador Records, if you wanted to check that out. I got these two on record. I got Historian on CD as well in that bundle. And it came out to, 35 or 40 bucks. I was totally floored by Historian this year. Indie rock, kind of folky, but then at times will just come out with like very crunchy, heavy guitars, or at other times have a classical type sound. There's just a lot of cool stuff going on here musically. I really like the songs Yours and Mine, Addictions, Pillar of Truth. There's just a lot of great stuff on here, and I was so into this one that I had to check out her first record as well, which is also really great. We have Shadow Lucy on the sleeve, and you have the lyrics on the back here, and both of them just come on black vinyl, which is fine. But yeah, Lucy Dacus, check her out, really great artist. Up next, some Iron Maiden. If you've been following, I've been collecting. They did the release of the albums from the very late 80s up until 2015. Released all those in a big box. I have hiding back there. Those are the first 8 records. And they released the rest. I've been slowly collecting them because there's a lot to get. But this is Flight 666 from their Somewhere Back in Time World Tour. A special one for me. One, because this is the first time I saw the band. I was relatively new to them at the time, back in 2008, which I can't believe how long it's been now. And this was like the perfect tour for a new fan to go see, because it was just all those like Power Slave, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, Seventh Son, Somewhere in Time type songs. Everything I really wanted to hear. And fun fact, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner on here is my favorite Iron Maiden song, and what they did was every song on here is from a different stop at the tour, and the Ancient Mariner take that they used is from the show that I was at. So I've just always loved this live album, for partly because of that, also because it's just a great performance from the band. Lots of great pictures on the sleeves, and I just thought it was so cool that like my favorite song was from the show I went to. So I could somewhat say that I am on an Iron Maiden album, screaming faintly in the background. And finally, for this video, we have The Final Frontier, the second to latest Iron Maiden record. Features some pretty great songs. I do like this one quite a bit. El Dorado had a more, classic kind of sound to it when it first came out, so I was interested to see where the album would go. And what I like about this album, it's kind of like half of it is kind of shorter, more accessible songs. The other half is some of their longer epics. I liked the split of that. Book of Souls kind of mixes them up a little bit, which is cool too. Big standout for me on here is the Talisman, just an absolute epic beast of a song. Open the Gatefold, have some interesting artwork in here. The sleeves featuring some artwork as well as lyrics, and it comes on black vinyl. So yeah, that's my vinyl update video of a lot of the stuff I picked up in the last couple months. And look out for more of these, check out some of the older ones, and as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.